play caller. How confident are you with Jalen and just being able to have him run, what you need him to run to make everybody effective out there?
Yeah, he's done a good job with that. He has a lot. The quarterbacks have a lot on their plate. Not just in the pass game, reads and protections and points, but in the run game as well. So, any play that we call, we've practiced. We have confidence in all our guys to go out there and execute it.
Coach was, asked about the defense. Everyone keeps talking about the defense needing to get healthy this past month. For you, out wide, has anybody kind of been able to emerge, or have you seen growth out of that wide receiving core to kind of step up and help Calvin on the outside?
Yeah, all those guys have really done a good job of improving every day. I have confidence in all the receivers, all the tight ends, the skill guys. They work their tails off at practice, and I have a lot of confidence in all those guys. Bama's fronts, mix up different spacing for you, and have different third down packages. He's a very creative coordinator, and obviously he's done an outstanding job. Players are, very talented too. So you combine talented players with a good scheme, and it presents problems.
From your personal perspective, how different is it being, from coming from the NFL back to
Sure.
college? Just how different is that change?
Yeah. Look, the organization, coming from the New England Patriots with the Kraft family, Coach Belichick, and then coming here to Coach Saban. I had the opportunity to be with Coach Saban in '97 and '98, so really not a lot has changed with him and how he approaches things. So then I went to Bill, and there's definitely some similarities, and they run an organization. That's why I want to be part of an organization like this, how they run things and their expectations and the standards that they set and the demands. It's just a privilege to be part of. Obviously, you have to bring things down and boil things down. You don't have as much time with the players, so you're not going to put as much on them. In the National Football League, there's no time, and you put as much as you need to put in and meet as much as you need to put. So, the eye-opening thing and understanding is, these young men have school, they have so many other things going on too. And, I have kids that are pretty much their age, so I understand that. So you got to be smart about your install and the amount of information that you give them.
You come into Tuscaloosa last winter as the offensive coordinator. I'm sure you watched a lot of the tapes from last year, Jalen Hurts. Where was he then as compared to where we will see him Monday night in terms of the growth, the progress, the development as a quarterback?
Yeah, I think that each week we try to improve the skill set of every player on our team. Jalen's no different. I think that he works extremely hard in individual drills and extremely hard in the classroom of trying to understand defenses and weaknesses of defenses and where he needs to go with the football and run checks. So, we've been working really hard to be as prepared as we can.
It's a week-to-week game plan, sometimes quarter-to-quarter.
No question.
Where does that philosophy and how have you been able to embrace that and carry it and bring it to the college game?
Well, that's kind of the family tree that I grew up in. So, each week we'll look at the opponent, and you try to attack the weakness of the opponent and limit their strengths. Every team is different, personnel is different, scheme's different. So each week, that's what we as coaches try to do is we try to go ahead and devise things that we think will give those guys some issues and at the same time protect us.
Point, or is it just this is the best career opportunity for me at this point?
Yeah, I thought it was a very good opportunity. Fortunate that Coach Saban brought me on. I wanted to be part of look, I was part of a great organization at New England, so this was an opportunity to go ahead and to get back to calling plays at a place that I thought was obviously run the right way with the leader that I wanted to be under. So it was a great opportunity that my family wanted to take.
I'm sure you've been asked so much about recruiting and how it's different and stuff like that, but I'm interested, Patriots are so well known, Gronk, Brady, how easy, I guess, is it to use that experience with those guys? And hey, I worked with Gronk. Oh, that's cool. When you're talking to recruiters.
Yeah, I try not to go into that too much. It's everybody has a history. The coaches, and I respect the coaches, not just obviously on our staff, but all around the America that are recruiting guys. Everybody has their own story and their history of what they've done. And to me, it's about building a relationship with the young man, with their family, with their coach, and understanding that the next 4 or 5 years are going to be very important parts of their